welcome back to my channel. My name's Olivia and today is my second day of Bookmas. And just to do like a little recap, yesterday I spun a wheel and it landed on this book. And right now I am 35% of the way done, but there is a very high chance that I'm gonna DNF it and not finish it. Just because it's not my style, it's not my cup of tea. I've already said that multiple times, but I feel like I'm forcing myself to read it, and I don't want to do that, especially on like the Bookmas days, because I want to read a lot in a short amount of time and just be excited about it, and this is not making me excited, and it's not Christmas vibes. Like, look at that. Not Christmas vibes whatsoever. So yeah, so there's a high chance that I'm going to DNF it, but if I don't, I'll let you know tomorrow. But just a heads up, I'm probably going to, just because it's not given the vibes I need. Oh my gosh, I just threw my phone. Okay, but for today I wanted to do basically like quoting 2 verses that I like and then 2 quotes that I like from books. The reason that I wanted to do this was because I have a lot of quotes from books that are on just like my notes in my phone, and I don't really share them with anybody else or just anybody, but I wanted to just, you know, because they're good quotes and I like them. Okay, before I lose my train of thought, I'm gonna read the first verse, which is Psalm 35, and it's ESV version, but it doesn't really matter. It just helps me understand it better, like that version, but whatever you prefer, girl, you got it. But so Psalm 35 says, "For his anger is not but for a moment, and his favor is for a lifetime. Weeping may tarry for a night, but joy comes in the morning." I really like that verse just because, like, yeah, even if today is kind of not the best and you're sad and it's horrible, gross, whatever, tomorrow will be better. Like, if you have that thought in your head, it's gonna be better than today. Like, you just really need to change that thought of mind, you know. So that's just really encouraging to me, just in general. And then Philippians 2:3 says, Do nothing from selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourselves. I really like this just because it's saying, like, you need to think about other people rather than yourself. Like, not saying that you should put yourself out and like not take care of yourself, but like, don't be selfish and don't be thinking only about me, but just take a step back and be like, oh, this person might be struggling more than I am. But yeah. And before I quote the book ones, I'm gonna say that I do have cats, so if you hear noise in the background, like they're probably eating or messing around or something, because that's what they do, and they're fat and they just like to just do a lot of stuff. But so the next quote I have is actually from one of my favorite books, and it got remade into a show, and I watched the show first and then I read the book, which is way different, but it's The Queen's Gambit, and I love the show, and I think I liked the book a lot more just because it was more detailed, but you know, they did a really good job on it. But the quote was, "It takes a strong woman to stay by herself in a world where people will settle for anything just to say they have something." That kind of spoke to me just because, like, I'm like, oh yeah, like, I do that too. It just I do that. But like, if you just settle for something that you just choose, but God has something so much better for you in the future, like, what's the point, you know? So I really liked that one just because it kind of, it really made me think. But my last one is from Scythe, which is, I think it's by Neil Shusterman. I think that's his name. But it says, right-mindedness is overrated. I'd rather have a mind that's clear than one that's right, quote unquote. It really does come down to God, and it does come down to Jesus. Just that, like, you can hear a bunch of lies, but if you don't have a clear mind about it, you're never gonna have your own, you're never gonna be able to obey God, I guess, if you're just filled with sin. If that makes any sense whatsoever, I don't know if it does. But, so that's pretty much it for today. I know it was a shorter video, but, I don't really have anything else. But, oh, here's my cat. She's so sweet. She hates me, but that's okay. It's okay, girl. But I think that's gonna be it for today. I really enjoy doing these, and I've been having a lot of fun making them and just like saying how to do it and whatever. But I really hope that you enjoyed it just as much as I did, and I hope that you're back for tomorrow. Give a like, subscribe, whatever people say to do, whatever. I don't really care, but as long as you enjoyed it, I'm happy that you did. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, whatever day it is. I don't know. I've lost track. Bye.